Hey, it's coming up on the last part of the year now, the middle of December, and I thought this would be a perfect time to kind of look back at what we've done over the last decade, specifically the last year, and what we're looking at going forward. Entice 360 is our new full-featured technology and marketing solution. We're very excited about the results that we're getting from some of the early adopters. So we're going to look at all the technology in the technology lead conversion suite, including our full digital retailing solution and why it's so important to have all these pieces kind of connected together. We're also going to talk a little bit about the marketing solutions that we provide with search engine marketing, social media marketing, video display, and kind of how all that really supports the customer experience on your dealership website, and different ways that you can use the technology and engagement on your dealership website as marketing messages to be able to tie everything all together. And then we're going to wrap up with kind of a quick walkthrough of our digital retailing tool and how we can create a great handoff from the customer experience on your dealership website into the purchase experience on your dealership's showroom. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I am going to kind of get into just a little bit of the history. So I know I've probably done this a few times on this channel, but I think it's a good idea for us to be able to continue to share this, to give you an idea of what we're able to provide our dealers. It's going to start with my experience, 30 years in automotive, 15 with Toyota specifically, second generation car guy. I've been kicking around dealerships and auto auctions since I was a very young fellow in the mid 1970s. I was an independent used car dealership at 23 when I moved down here to Florida, selling upwards of about 50 units a month. Went on to become a salesperson, and when I was selling cars, I was one of 60 salespeople in a dealership that was selling about 700 cars per month. And from the very first month, I was either the number one, number two, or number three salesperson, selling more than 20 units a month on average for the time that I was on the floor. Went on to become a BDC manager in the late 1990s, early 2000s. So that's when I developed my first technology solution, which I brought to the marketplace. Went on to become a general sales manager at multiple dealerships. My last real retail experience was an Open Point dealer development Toyota dealership fringe metro store. We had 1,800 planning potential. We doubled that, sold over 1,000 cars in the first 90 days. And I think we're still the only Toyota dealership to open up with 100% of the variable operations staff Toyota certified, from management team to the finance department to all of the salespeople and BDC personnel. Now, like I said, in addition to my experience in the retail side, I got 10 years experience with marketing and technology. ePencil was the first desking solution of its type. And I bet if you look at the way that you are utilizing a desking solution right now, you're utilizing technologies and ideas that I created over 20 years ago with ePencil, teaming up with Grant Cardone and bringing that technology to the marketplace. Now, when I started this company about 10 years ago, my first goal was to be able to provide a solution to solve for a problem that I was having in retail, and that was I knew how to get traffic to my dealership website. Where I had a challenge is getting that customer from the dealership website to my dealership showroom. Now, I'm a heavy process-oriented operator, and I knew that if I was able to get a certain amount of customers through the door, and if I had enough inventory on the ground and I had enough qualified salespeople, that I would be able to achieve a certain result. So my goal was to be able to provide a technology solution to incentivize the behavior that we wanted customers to take on a dealership website to get them into the dealership showroom, so my sales team could get a face-to-face opportunity to sell a car. And I knew that if I could do it so many times per month, that I'd be able to reach my goals. And we proved that out. Now, we went on to take that tool and optimize it for different ways to convert customers into leads, including utilizing a trade evaluation, teaming up with Kelley Blue Book to be able to get a Kelley Blue Book right from my dealership website, to developing a digital retailing solution, a credit score solution, and bringing that all together into what we call Entice 360. And that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit today. But kind of going in just a little bit deeper, let's talk about the first technology product that we brought to the marketplace, and we call that Lead Maker. This is where customers can register to receive a $25 Visa reward card offer to visit the dealership showroom. Now, what we've done is we've created a solution that allows dealers to easily add a technology on a dealership website that first is going to present this offer for a customer to register to receive a $25 Visa reward card if they visit the dealership showroom. And then our solution takes care of all of the process to generate that lead, get that lead into your dealership's CRM. We supply the customer with a redemption certificate, which they can bring in physically or digitally. And we also have automatic redemptions if you don't even want to handle the authorizing a Visa card to be sent. So we make this very easy and super effective to generate more leads into your dealership's CRM. Another thing that we do for our dealers is we generate these customized see if I can get a focus on there. There we go. We create these customized Visa reward cards, not only for a dealership, but we also do it for specific OEM campaigns. So for example, we're looking at a Toyotathon card right now, and you can see that we create these custom Visa cards based on that OEM theme. In this case, we're looking at a Toyotathon card. So right now, we're in the middle of Toyotathon right now. Toyota is spending millions of dollars advertising Toyotathon. What we want to be able to do is when a customer visits your dealership's website, that they see that Toyotathon Visa offer, and they can register for the offer. The lead to you is free. When the customer visits the dealership showroom, that's when they qualify to receive the Visa reward card. And for many dealerships, they like to tie that experience in the showroom to a test drive, meaning the customer has to come into the dealership and then take a test drive to qualify to receive this Visa reward card. Now, once that takes place and we get the authority to send one of these cards, whether we do it through our automated redemptions or you log into the back end and provide that authorization, within 24 business hours, we're going to manufacture this customized card with your dealership's information, your customer's information, and we're gonna send it to the customer, first class mail. They're gonna receive it in just a few days. So a very seamless experience to generate more leads and more showroom traffic to your dealership's showroom. One more way to be able to put your dealership on the top of your customer's shopping list, utilizing a Lead Maker. Now, in addition to Lead Maker, we have another technology that we call a Trade Maker. Now, Trade Maker is a way for you to incentivize trade appraisal appointment visits to your dealership showroom. I was actually texting with one of our dealers this morning, and his dealership is getting really a good amount of leads. Where there's opportunity is these trade leads as they're coming into your dealership, getting those customers to visit the dealership showroom and enter into a sales process, knowing that once we could get a customer into that situation, that our closing percentage is going to take off and we're going to be able to sell more cars, converting more of these trade leads into sales. So how do you do it? One way to do that is to incentivize a customer with that $25 Visa reward card for a trade appraisal appointment visit, focusing on that trade appraisal, getting the customer into the dealership showroom, and then having a process around walking that customer through that trade appraisal. We can do that exact same thing with our most recent upgrade to TradeMaker, which we call Express Cash Offer. So we're either going to provide the customer a Kelly Blue Book value through TradeMaker Trade Value Express, or provide the customer a real offer through Express Cash Offer. In both scenarios, our goal is going to be the same. Set an appointment for a quick on-site inspection, a trade appraisal, and then present figures to that customer around either buying their vehicle or having that customer trade that vehicle in. Again, the goal is to get the customer to your dealership website, into a lead, from that lead into your dealership showroom, so we can get that face-to-face opportunity. Now, if we kind of go back here, so that's going to be LeadMaker and then TradeMaker. Now, we developed that technology in 2013, and we've been continuing to optimize it since that time. Now, another thing that we did back in 2014 is we developed our first display integration, where we took a dealership's inventory, we integrated it through our technology, and we created a data feed that goes over to the Google Marketing Platform. If you're familiar with that, it's the Display Video 360 platform, where we can retarget customers based on what they're looking at on your dealership's website. So if they visit your dealership website, on average, they're going to spend 2 or 3 minutes, and then they're going to end up leaving, going someplace else. Well, we can follow those customers in a retargeting fashion, and we can follow those customers with the vehicles that they researched on your dealership website, creating a way to bring those customers back and extend that overall VDP view. We can also take that same vehicle integrated advertising unit, and we can conquest customers based on in-market consumer activity online through the Google Marketing Platform as a way to create this conquest audience, or with our third-party data providers such as Polk. A great way to be able to focus on your inventory, and we can even optimize based on aged inventory. So it's a great way to be able to make sure that your aged inventory is getting the eyeballs on those advertisements. Now, if we take a peek again here, now it's 2014, so it's a pioneering solution in display, data-driven, inventory-based display advertising. Now, in 2017, we started to develop DealMaker, which we call it today. DealMaker is our full digital retailing technology, and we're going to do a walkthrough in this video today of DealMaker. But this really picked up on my pioneering technology solution, ePencil. ePencil, of course, is a desking solution, and DealMaker is a digital retailing technology. So basically, giving the customer the ability to build their entire deal based on this powerful desking technology. You know, we team up with a lot of different vendors, which we're going to look at in a little bit, to be able to provide this easy experience for customers to walk through each step of what they would have to do to purchase a vehicle. And we provide the customer all of those pieces, which we're going to look at in a little bit later. Now, in addition to that DealMaker technology, taking a step back and explaining a little bit of this, I think, is important. But before I do that, I'm going to take a quick sip of my nice hot holiday blend Starbucks coffee. Good stuff. All right. DealMaker, digital retailing technologies. Now, back in 2017 is when we started the development on this product. And what I found out pretty early is that we couldn't just build a payment calculator and hope that was going to be successful. The reason you just can't use a payment calculator, which is basically just math, is that that math is going to be based on trade value, credit score, taxes, fees, incentives, leases, loans, different manufacturer calculations for different types of loan programs, lease programs, cap cost reduction, all of those pieces. There are so many variables. And anybody that's been on a sales desk understands that what makes a good desk manager, aside from the ability to sell and close car deals, is the understanding of what incentive works for different people, how taxes and fees are handled for trade evaluations, what bank does what different things for over allowances or max advances. All of those pieces becomes pretty complex. So what we've built since 2017, a solution that takes all of these things into consideration. Not only do we take all of those things into consideration to calculate the right payment for the customer based on their scenario, we're dealing with real data. And I would challenge you to go through your digital retailing tool and see how it stacks up when you take in consideration. Let's take it from the very beginning. Trade value. How are you providing a value for the trade? Are you providing a book value? Are you providing a range? Are you subbing this out to some other technology provider that's only providing a market value? And that market value could be a range. It could be the middle of what a range is. Or are you just providing the customer a book value? Is it what is that book value? Or are you providing that customer a real value? And if you're providing a customer a real value, is it your dealership's real value, or is it some other provider's value? That would be the same if the customer went to your competitor's website. Do you have any ownership of that value? Well, with our digital retailing technology solution, with the use of Express Cash Offer, we put you in control of what that value is. We provide a real value to the customer based on that individual vehicle, that individual vehicle's history. All of those things go together. I'm not going to dig in too deep into Express Cash Offer in this video because that deserves many videos just explaining how we provide that real value, but we do. Another thing that you want to challenge yourself when you're looking at your digital retailing tools, when it comes to the trade payoff, how are you handling that? Are you just asking the customer to provide a trade payoff, or are you giving them a way to look up their trade payoff? We have a soft credit pull solution built in for a trade payoff. Now, this isn't going to be an accurate 10-day payoff. That's something that's going to have to be verified and validated by your salespeople. But what we're going to do is we're going to be able to provide the last reported value payoff to the credit union, which we find to be very accurate. So we give a customer the ability to get that trade payoff. Looking at your digital retailing tools, are you asking your customer what is your credit score to be able to provide a real payment? Or are they just sliding back and forth between good and poor and excellent? We have a ability to be able to provide a real credit score and be able to provide a payment based on that. Taxes and fees. Are they real taxes and fees? Do you give the customer the ability to complete a real credit application that's going to go right into your decisioning engine like Route 1 or DealerTrack? Do you have finance products that are being decoded down to the individual vehicle? Well, that's what we've developed since 2017, this full-featured digital retailing solution where a customer can build a real deal, which you can either deliver directly to them or you can schedule an appointment for that customer to come in and ask a couple questions and finish up that process. So as a spin-off of our digital retailing tool, we develop what we call Credit Score Express. This gives a customer the ability to get that free credit score right on your dealership website. Optionally, have the ability to complete a full credit application that will be integrated right into either Route 1 or DealerTrack. Great lead generation. Some of our highest converting sales ratio conversion tools on dealership websites is Credit Score Express, or what we call Loan Maker. Now, also last year, we created a integration with Dealer Chat. Now, we understand that having dealer chat is important, giving the customer the ability to reach out and chat with somebody at the dealership or to chat with somebody. So instead of trying to build or integrate a chat bot or an AI-powered chatting solution, what we wanted to do was we wanted to team up with who we thought was the best in the space. CarChat24 is a company that actually is based right out of our hometown, Tampa area, and they're the longest standing dealer chat provider, technology, and services solution provider, and they are using a fully managed chat system, meaning that we have somebody that is highly experienced at communicating with consumers, manning those individual chats. So it really provides this next level experience. Customer can engage right from any of our tools or right from the dealership website, and that's part of the Entice 360 package. Now, additionally, if we look at this last piece, now in addition to the chat integration, we have also developed in 2021, so last year, our Express Cash Offer solution. Now, we know that providing a customer a real value isn't a choice anymore. This is something every dealership needs to do. When you're dealing with companies in the marketplace right now, like CarMax, the largest used vehicle retailer on the planet, AutoNation, Vroom, Shift, even Carvana with a $4 stock price as of today, they're buying hundreds of thousands, if not millions of vehicles directly from consumers, bypassing the traditional sales process where a customer would trade a vehicle into a new car dealer, and then that new car dealer would either resell it or sell it at auction. They're bypassing that, buying vehicles directly from consumers and then reselling them to consumers. They've spent millions of dollars advertising this We'll Buy Your Car program, and it's super successful. These customers are expecting that exact same experience when they visit your dealership website. Their thought process is, hey, I'm thinking about buying a car. I need to sell my car first. Well, let me go back to the people who I bought it from to see if they're interested in buying the vehicle from me. And if they're visiting your dealership website and they don't have a prominent Sell Us Your Car program available to them, they're going to bounce off and they're going to go someplace else. And then somebody like Carvana is going to get that opportunity, and they're going to do whatever they can to buy that car because they don't have a factory to go to buy all of these vehicles that they need to resell. All right, so with that said, that is our full suite of technology, looking at Lead Maker, Trade Maker, our VDP retargeting solution, Deal Maker, our digital retailing technology, Loan Maker, with integrated chat, and our Trade Maker Express Cash Offer solution. Now, to be able to do what we do, we have a lot of great partners providing a ton of great information. And I'm going to take a second here. My laptop was about to die. Make sure I'm plugged in here. We don't want to lose juice. All right, so we have a lot of great technology partners to allow us to do what we do. And we spent the last 10 years building this technology stack that includes DealerTrack and 700 Credit and Black Book and Chrome Data, Cars XE and Route 1 and Locate and Evox Images and Dealer.com, X-Verify, Kelley Blue Book, so many partners to be able to do what we do in this seamless technology solution. Now, how we support that for dealers is equally as important. And this is what I would do if another challenge I have for you is look at your dealership's advertising budget and just grab a legal pad and start to jot down all of the technology and service fees that you are paying right now. From a marketing standpoint, how much are you paying for search engine marketing? I find the average to be about $1,000 a month plus 10%, 15% of the total overall spend. Social media marketing, I find that between $700 and $1,500 plus 10 to 15% of the overall spend. Instagram, a lot of time that is incorporated into that social media marketing. What are you doing for video from a digital video standpoint? How much are you paying to create those monthly videos? And how much are you paying from a CPM or a CPV standpoint to get those videos on YouTube and other digital channels? Email marketing, how much are you paying per email that's created and deployed? What are your costs there? What are you doing from a search engine optimization standpoint? What are you paying for that? And then finally, if you're doing any type of display, and that includes other companies that are doing VIN-based targeting, I think you'd find that you probably spending $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 per month just for the marketing pieces, not including the media itself. Now, what we do from a technology standpoint, a services standpoint, is we take this holistic approach. Everything that we do from a marketing standpoint is going to be connected to what we do from a lead conversion standpoint. So I think we're the only provider that provides search engine marketing, social media marketing, digital display advertising, digital video advertising, email marketing, that also provides the landing page experience, lead conversion experience, digital retailing experience on your dealership website. And we do it in a very holistic approach. I just realized I was sharing my screen, but I wasn't sharing my screen, so I apologize for that. But as you can see right here, all of these services from SEM, SMM, digital display, digital video, email marketing, search engine optimization, all can be brought together, and we can do that with Entice 360. Now, the last thing I want to do today in this video is let me share my screen here. I want to give you experience through our digital retailing technology and solution. Mac is running a little bit slow recording this video. But for me, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk you through the user interface so you can kind of see how this all works together. I'm going to use my test customer here. Now, one of the things that we do is, first of all, with any of our tools, we're going to open up our tool right on the page that the customer is visiting and provide this type of experience. As you can see right here, we don't allow any known bad email addresses. So I misspelt our Entice email address. Once I make that fix, we're going to validate that. So we're only going to collect good email addresses. That's going to go into your dealership CRM. That's going to save your sales team a ton of time. And we do the exact same thing for phone numbers. Once a customer enters that information, we've converted our lead. You know, the biggest part of the lead conversion process is now done. We got the customer's contact information. So at any point that customer abandons, we have their contact information. We're going to send that lead into your dealership CRM. From this point, we have the ability to provide a customer a real cash offer. Now, to do this, I need either a VIN or a plate number. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over to one of our other test dealership websites. I'm just going to grab a used vehicle VIN number and use that as a appraisal vehicle. So in this case, let's go ahead and grab this 2020 Chevrolet Sonic. So I'm going to enter my VIN, or I could have done my plate number. I'm going to select my state. I'm going to put in my miles, 32,500. Now, if a customer doesn't have their VIN number or their plate number, they can use a Kelley Blue Book trade-in value by entering in their year, make, and model. And they can do that just by clicking the Get Estimate link right there. Now, if the customer chooses to use just year, make, and model, of course we can't provide a real offer because we're not we're not able to bring in that customer's vehicle history. It's a big differentiation between our technology and others is that we're able to utilize the vehicle's history in the appraisal in our system. So it's not just going to be like an MRM-based value. It's not just going to be a year, make, model book value, but we're going to provide a real offer based on all of that information and take the vehicle's history into consideration. Now, once the customer enters that information, we're going to automatically we're going to decode it, and with our data partners, we're able to decode 40% more vehicles all the way down to year, make, model, trim, and hard ads and deducts to make it a lot easier for customers to get through the process. Now, a customer does have the ability to rate the vehicle. Now, recently I've done some videos on the Express Cash Offer system on how to utilize this rating system to justify the trade value. I highly recommend going back to the last couple videos from this video on my channel. Now, I can also say that I do have a balance on the vehicle. That'll be important later. Now, if we didn't catch all of the hard ads or deducts, we can ask them at this point. If we've decoded all of it, which we have in this case, we do have the ability to ask custom questions, such as does not include 2 keys and remotes, and insurance has paid or repaired on the vehicle. These are all custom questions that you can choose to make, and then we can either add or deduct value based on the answers of these questions. In this case, I'm going to say I don't have 2 keys or remotes. Now, here is where we're able to bring in and get a trade payoff. Now, I could, if I didn't want to, look up my payoff. I can enter my loan payoff, but in this case, I'm going to look it up. We're already bringing over the first name, last name. The last thing a customer needs to do is enter in their physical address. So we're going to do a soft credit pull, and we're going to pull in that. We're going to pull back open car loans. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that information. And now we've also saved that physical address in our system, and that's automatically going to be added to the lead that's coming into you. Now you can see here we got this Toyota Motor Credit Loan. You can see just by hovering over this, we got a $19,413 original balance. It's a 72-month term. Monthly payment is $325, and you can see that our payoff is $15,941. I'm going to go ahead and click next here. Now we have our Express Cash Offer value right there with an authorization number and an expiration date on that value, and I can go ahead and click next now. Optionally, I can go ahead and pre-set up my Express Cash Offer and appraisal system by uploading images of my vehicle. And since we're here, let's go ahead and just do this. I can just click on the add an image. I already have some images here, so I'm going to grab a picture of the front of my vehicle, picture of the rear of my vehicle, a picture of the odometer. And what's really cool about this system is if a customer's on a mobile device, they click that camera icon. This is going to be the passenger. We grant access to the camera. We request access to the camera. The customer can take a picture of their vehicle right in this system. I'm going to grab the driver, and then finally my VIN number. So really the goal here is to engage the customer in real retailing. And I think maybe I'll coin a new term, real retail instead of digital retailing. Now, in this case, we might be in a position where we're not able to provide a overall value. And this is going to be an error that might return back from DealerTrack, our payment partner. Now, that might be because a lot of different things. Maybe I got too much negative equity. It might be because we don't have some of the settings calculated right. In this case, what I'm going to do is, and this happens quite often in our demo environment because we're dealing in their sandbox. Let me see if I can't get a true payment to pop up here. sometimes if I do a couple requests here, making some changes, it'll allow us to get this overall value. So in this case, during a demo, of course, on the video, okay, I got it to work here. Okay, so normally your customer won't experience what I just experienced. But in this scenario, we are seeing that experience. Now, in this case, now we're at the point where we're getting this overall value of a $651 payment. That's with the $10,000 down payment. I'm going to go ahead and reduce this down to $3,900, which is going to be more like a 10% down. You can see that we are getting a real payment based on that value. We have our taxes and fees, which I can toggle on or toggle off. And you have the ability as a dealer to set this default either on or off. So we give our dealers a lot of flexibility on how they might want to utilize the digital retailing experience. So we're not forcing anything on our dealers. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this back over to 72 months. And we also give the customer the ability to get their credit score and to use that. So I'm going to say go ahead and get pre-qualified and use my real credit score to calculate my payments. It's already pulling over my first name, last name, and home address since I entered that in earlier. Now it's going to go ahead and it's going to pull back my real credit score. In this case, we're expressing it in a range. And a little secret, it's right in the middle of the range. In this case, it's 716. Got it? And that's what we're going to use to calculate the overall real payment. Okay, so we're at 714, 72 months with about 10% down, paying off our $15,000 balance. Now, what I also have the ability to do is, if I want to, I can right from my payment or from the value drop down, if I want to see what the Kelley Blue Book value is, I can get that right from my system, or I can continue on with the express cash offer value as the trade value. So now we're dealing with real taxes and fees, a real trade value, a real payoff, a real credit score, and real payment values based on what we have set up for our different programs. All of the taxes and fees fully disclosed there, full transparency, which will get you out of any trouble with the FTC, the new FTC rules that are rolling out right now. And then I have the ability to take this next step. Now, the next step in a traditional sales process would be the finance office. So you can see here we have our payment with finance products. Here are all of our finance products right here. I can check off anything I might not want. Maybe I don't want to do prepaid maintenance. I can reduce that. That's going to recalculate my payments. I can get rid of GAP if I want. That's going to reduce that. Or I can add it back on and maybe see what else might be available. So 120% GAP. Or I can even change the vehicle service contracts, and all of these are going to be decoded all the way down to the VIN. So we're going to serve up the right product to the right customer. I can change the overall term or my down payment and see how that's going to affect that overall payment. And I could even add a little bit more down payment if I wanted to. And again, it's going to recalculate the payment based on that. Now I got $5,260 down as a down payment. That puts me at $746 with all those protection products. I can go ahead and take this next step. Now, take the customer through the traditional sales process. They can save 30 minutes at the dealership by applying for credit now, and I can go ahead and do this. I'll go ahead and do it in this experience. Let's say I got a mortgage. Let's say I've been at my house for over 60 months. My mortgage payment is, let's say, $1,250. Now I'm going to provide my employment information. Let's say that I work at 7-Eleven because it's short. I put my phone number in there. I'm a manager there. Let's say I've been there for 42 months, make $5,500 a month. Put in my social security number. This is completely secure, as you can see right there. This is going to drop this full lead right into Dealer Tracker Route 1 with the full deal information. Let's say I was born in '86. Check off on the financing term. I can do my digital signature. I can add a co-applicant with the proper disclosure. Now I can schedule a test drive, save an additional 30 minutes at the dealership by scheduling a test drive now, or I can request a home delivery or test drive, a express to go work, which is going to be either a delivery or a test drive at work, or I can finish up at the dealership. And you can see here, since we already have the customer's physical address, as soon as I select home, it's going to show my home address right on the map there. And if I go back here, it's going to show the dealership address. So this is really providing a very user-centric experience right on your dealership's website. Now I'm going to hit the next step here. Now I can schedule that appointment, make that request, day part, time, 1 o'clock on a Friday the 16th. And then I can complete the process by customizing my experience. So if you think about what we've been training salespeople to do forever is to do these needs assessments when the customer comes into the dealership to make sure that we're going to be able to tailor the experience and to find out what's most important to the customer. We're going to guide that process in the dealership to create this seamless handoff from the experience on your dealership website to the experience in your dealership showroom. We ask the customer, hey, do you want to customize your experience? Yes, I want to check out the roominess and comfort and infotainment information. What's most important in my vehicle? Let's say it's safety, comfort, and convenient features. All of this is going to be added to that our Express Pass. I hit complete here. That's going to generate a nice, rich lead right into your dealership's showroom. Now I'll actually even make this a little bit bigger so you can see these different parts of the process. This first is going to be the appointment part of the deal sheet. It shows that I have an appointment time. It shows what vehicle I'm interested in. It shows that the message to the dealership that I want to customize the experience. Out with family, check out the roominess, comfort, and convenient. Safety, comfort, convenience, that's what's important to me. So this is like your up card. Now we're going to be able to provide the full deal recap, $690 without products, $746 with products, $39,496 is my deal price. You can also, if I zoom in here, you can see that it shows my down payment there, $52.68 due at signing. My trade, I got an express cash offer. I rated it 3 stars. My balance is $15,941. I have a $12,858 express cash offer. My credit score, I got pre-qualified for $52,500. That's based on our pre-qualification settings. You can change that if you want. My credit score range is 706 to 726. Got my full disclosure right here for that payment, 72 months, a loan, $690 to $746. And I had a VIP appointment scheduled for Friday, December 16th at 1 p.m., December 16th, listed right there. Service and protection plans that I selected. I have the application received. So this is the ID number for the application that's now in your Route 1 or Dealer Track system. And then I have a full disclosure. So there's no mystery on how we calculated this payment. This is perfect for a sales manager, an F&I manager. Even if they're brand new today, they don't have to know our system. They're able to look right at this sheet. Here is our pre-qualification certificate, 706 to 726 credit score range. You know that customer's credit score is right in the middle there. It shows the customer's credit score is good in this range. And then this is what you can use to let the customer know where they fit in the full credit score range, explaining why their credit APR is what it is, what they qualify for. It's easy to explain using that FICO. Here is our Credit Score Express pre-approval form. Make it look like a check, and it shows the credit score, the date that it was pulled, the customer's contact information, pre-qualification, ID number. Again, application received notification right there, so that's showing up. And then this is the Express Cash offer form right? We show the 3-star rating because that's what the customer selected. We also show the 4-star value, the 2-star value, and the 1-star value in case you need to modify the value based on the quick on-site inspection. Fully disclosed, full transparency. The configured options are included right there. The Express Cash offer notification that they received that Express Cash offer. Here's the Express Cash offer check that is included here, and it includes all of the images that were uploaded into the system. Now you can print this off for your customer. It's going to print off super nice. I can even show you what that would look like when it's printed. When it's printed on a PDF, you can see each one of these sections are nicely separated based on individual pages. So this becomes your deal packet. If it were me, I would be generating one of these on every single one of my deals that they come in to my dealership showroom and utilizing this to justify the overall Express Cash offer values. All right, so this is a much longer video than what I typically have been doing. I've been trying to keep them to about 15 minutes or so. But really what I wanted to do today is finish up this year with our full digital retailing solution. We've made a ton of enhancements from the Express Cash offer solution to the full deal sheet, which we reviewed today. Our full Entice 360 package. Like I mentioned earlier, pull out your budget, look at it, add up all of the technology lead fees. How much are you paying for chat? How much are you paying for your digital retailing solution? How much are you paying for your trade tool? How much are you paying for your instant offer solution for a trade value? How much are you paying for a credit score tool? How much are you paying for search engine marketing? How much are you paying for social media marketing? I mean, you're getting nickeled and dimed to death, and less of your overall advertising budget is going to advertising, is going to marketing. We've created a full solution, which we call Entice 360. $3,000 includes everything that we do: your digital retailing tool, your chat tool, your lead generation technology, your trade generation technology, your express real trade value offer, search engine marketing, social media marketing, display advertising, VIN-based display and social advertising, all included. A simple 6% platform fee for search engine marketing and social media marketing, a simple $6 CPM for display and video, full solution, Entice 360. If you're interested in that, please reach out to us. You can hit us up at 360@entice.com. I appreciate all the time and effort that you ever put in to watch any of our videos. Of course, you're going to find this video and many others at intice.com.